Hey, how's it going? Today I'm talking about how often can I run if I'm an injured runner. This is Running to the Castle, a podcast for injury-prone Run Disney runners on a journey to running magical miles. Join me, Dr. Allie, as I share the secrets I've gathered as a runner, doctor of physical therapy, and coach. You'll learn the exact ways I get my clients to the castle strong without feeling broken or held together with KT tape as they cross the finish line. Okay, so this comes up often because in my world, in our world, Run Disney, injuries happen, right? And so as a physical therapist, I get these questions a lot. Runners will come in, clients I work with will say, how long do I have to rest, or how often can I run? How long do I have to rest in between runs if I am prone to getting hurt? Now, if you're currently injured, definitely work with somebody who can give you specific guidance based on your specific injury. Like if you're not allowed to run yet, wait to listen to this episode or listen to it and come back to it when you are allowed to run. But in general, first and foremost, listen to your body and make sure that you're giving it the rest it needs. For my clients, what I tend to have them do is if they're running half marathon distance or less, they're running no more than 3 days a week with at least one rest day in between workouts. So typically for half marathon distance, and I'm just using that just because it's a good example, it's kind of the midpoint between what my clients run. So all the way down to 5K, all the way up to dopey. So half marathon's a good middle ground. So I typically have them run 3 days a week, cross train 2 days a week, rest 2 days a week, and do strength training on the days that they're either cross training or running. So then they get full rest days, because rest and sleep is when your body heals and repairs. So if you're not giving your body adequate rest and adequate sleep, in addition to adequate fueling techniques, you're not going to heal. So typically I follow the Run Disney plans as far as what days to run, just because those are common days that people want to run. So I have it written on the training plans, doing shorter distances on Tuesday and Thursday. Those are 30-minute runs, sometimes 45-minute runs for somebody running a half marathon. And then long run is Sunday. I just happen to choose Sundays, but also happen to choose Tuesday and Thursday. If you don't like running on those days, that's fine. No problem. Choose different days, but make sure you have a day off of running in between each run. So you're not running Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You could run Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. You could run Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. You could run Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's what I do. I run Monday, Wednesday, Friday. My long runs are typically Fridays. That's just the workout plan, workout schedule that works for me. If you have pain with running and you start off good and then you have pain at a certain distance that doesn't go away, I recommend modifying your run. So then let's use an example. Let's say you can run 4 miles and you're on your long run, and your long run is supposed to be 5 miles. Modify that long run so that you can do the long running portion for the amount of time that doesn't hurt. So the amount of distance that doesn't hurt. So no more than 4 miles. I actually recommend bumping it down to 3.5. And then you make up the difference between what's left over. So if you run a 10-minute mile, actually let's use 15-minute mile as an example. And so you have 1.5 miles left. So then you're going to tack on between 20 and 25 minutes of cross training in between that. And so that could be your long run. And then you take a rest day or a light cross training day the next day where you're just walking. You do that for 30 minutes. And then now it's Tuesday. Now it's one of your other runs, but you have pain still. You're really sore from, but you're sore from your long run from the other day. So maybe you just skip this day and give yourself a full rest day on this day. And then Wednesday, you decide to do cross training. So you walk again. And then Thursday, it's time to run and you feel better. So you go out for your 30-minute run, but you make it easy again, just to keep things light. And then Friday is a rest day. And then Saturday you take as another rest day. So you do an extra rest day that week. That might just be 1 week that you need to take that extra rest day. But you definitely need at least 2 rest days for half marathon distance training. And you need cross training in between and no back-to-back running days. Not while you are injury prone. If you're training for a challenge, you do want to do simulation weekends where you do a shorter run, let's call it Saturday, and then the longer run on Sunday. Both of those are easy days. And I typically recommend that Saturday run is half the distance to mimic what the runDisney 19.3 challenge typically is, that 10K and that half marathon, because the 10K, not quite, but it's about half the distance of the half marathon. So let's say your long run that weekend is supposed to be 4 miles on Sunday. Well, on Saturday, you could do 2, and you don't even have to run it. You could do a simulation weekend where you are walking on Saturday and you are running on Sunday. So these are different ways that you can modify how you're working out so that you can make sure that you are running the adequate amount when you're injured. You want to listen to your body. Definitely give yourself at least 2 rest days if you're training for a half marathon distance and no back-to-back running. As always, thanks so much for listening. That's all for now. Talk to you soon.